So I'm trying to upgrade my system. Currently got a Canon A7iii. Wondering what camera should I get? What am I looking for? I'm looking for 4K 60, full HD, 120 frames a second. So what options are out there for me? There's a Sony A7, but I believe that does only 4K 30. But aside from that, a very good camera. Very good camera. Another downside for me is the menu system. I've heard, never used one, but I've heard that the menu system is awkward, and for me that is very, very important, the menu system. One of the cons about the Sony as well is the recording bitrate. I believe it only goes to a maximum of 100 megabits, which is not ideal for what I want to. Remember, I want to do paid jobs, so that could be commercials, short films, music videos. So a lot of the work is done in post as well when it comes to these kind of jobs, projects. Currently I more run and gun, and a Canon A7iii is fine for that, more than I need for that. Everything is on auto, everything, you know, and it's been doing fine for me. But when you're doing paid work, you're in a controlled environment, so you're not really worried about autofocus. So you're using things like manual focus. You're manually adjusting the camera for that perfect shot that you want to recreate. So yeah, I'm not really worried about things like built-in stabilization and stuff like that. If the camera's either going to be on a gimbal or on a tripod or on some kind of slider, you know. So the inbuilt stabilization isn't so much of a worry for me. The Z6, very good camera, but again, 4K 30. That camera is close to 2000. The lenses might be a problem for me, you know. Blackmagic Pocket 4K. All the other cameras are hybrids. This is strictly a video camera. It looks like the best option. It does the 4K 60. It does the full HD at 120. Just like the other cameras do, full HD at 120. But the dynamic range and the raw capabilities of this camera, and the fact that I'm tighter than a duck's backside. Man, I don't like to spend no set of money at all, and 1300 US for a camera like that, I think that's the one I should go for. But you know what I'm gonna do? I'm going to wait, because if you notice, recently we've just been flooded with options, and they're just gonna get better. So I'm gonna utilize my A7iii. It's only recently, this year, this month actually, for the first time ever on my A7iii, I filmed in 60 frames a second. Before that, it was always 30 frames a second, or, you know, 29.97. So I'm going to utilize the 60 frames a second. I'm going to get, I believe it's called Cinelog. It's some flat log system profile that you could add to your camera. And again, it is, a lot of the work is done in post. You can grade your footage in post. Invest in a gimbal. Invest in better lenses, better glass. And wait, you know, and see what comes out in the future. That's what I think I'm going to do. But if I was going to get one now, if I had to get one now, I think I'll go for the Blackmagic. For video, I'm doing video shots. For my photos, I can still use my A7iii, put a good lens on there, and I'm good to go with photos on the A7iii. But for video, if I had to get one now, it'd be the Blackmagic. But I believe my best move is to utilize the full capabilities of my A7iii and wait. Yeah. So let me know what your thoughts are. You know, leave a comment. Have any hints? Do you know what's coming out this year? I think this year, next year, we're gonna have some big cameras coming out. So if you don't have to spend, just wait and see what comes out. This investment, you want a camera to last you a good 4 or 5 years, get 4 or 5 years out of it. So that's why I'm going for 4K 60 and 120 frames a second, you know. Let me know what you think. Thank you.